So no hit, but I do think that the pricing in India is pretty decent of the Mi 10 base variant, especially considering the price. It was launched in China. So it was launched in China at 4,000 yuan, which is roughly 41,000 to 43,000 Indian rupees, plus import duty, which is 22%. We do not know how much part will be made in India or assembled in India and how much will be imported. So we cannot say anything about that. But 18% GST. So 40,000, 38,000 plus 18% GST is a lot. So pricing it at 50,000 rupees is pretty decent as per my calculation. But the problem is that Xiaomi hasn't competed in this price segment or in the flagship segment for a while. So the last flagship that they had was Xiaomi Mi Mix 2, which was 3 years ago, and the last Mi series flagship that they had was Mi 5, which was around 4 years ago. So they haven't had a flagship in India, and I do not think Xiaomi has the brand reputation or the brand recognition of selling a 50,000 rupees phone. I was doubting OnePlus of selling 50,000 rupees phone, but OnePlus has sort of proved us that they can sell 50,000, 55,000 rupees phone. But Xiaomi hasn't proved us. Xiaomi has to try. What they could have done is made a K30 Pro and K30 successors, and then slowly and steadily increase the price that OnePlus has done for a while now. So OnePlus started off with base and then slowly and steadily increasing the price. But with Xiaomi Mi 10, it's a big jump. So the last flagship that we know of Xiaomi is the Redmi K20 and K20 Pro, which were around 32,000 rupees at maximum. I do have the top variant of the K30 Pro, and this is the top variant, so 256 and everything, and this was around 33,000 rupees. So yeah, the last phone that they launched was around 30,000, and they have directly went to 50,000 rupees. So this big of a price jump, I do not think the Indian market can digest, or the Indian market was expecting. They were expecting Mi 10 to be around 45,000 rupees, and that's priced at 50,000 rupees. And 45,000 rupees price expectation was wrong for customers because of the GST in India. If you delete the GST, so out of 50,000 rupees, if you subtract 18%, it is 41,000 rupees. That is your Chinese pricing. That is your Chinese pricing, guys. So 18% GST, which the Indian government is taking, you should fight with them. But this video is not about the GST. This video is not about the politics. This video is about Xiaomi Mi 10 being a good phone with a very impressive phone, but it has too big of a competition and it will not survive against the competition. So the first competition is OnePlus 8, which is around 8,000 rupees cheaper. But Xiaomi says that OnePlus 8 is not their competitor because of the 108 megapixel sensor and the wireless charging. Okay, we will give you that, and we will compare this phone against OnePlus 8 Pro. OnePlus 8 Pro is 5,000 rupees expensive compared to Xiaomi Mi 10. What all do you get in 5,000 rupees expensive? You get a Quad HD 120Hz screen, which is an upgrade over a Full HD Plus 90Hz screen. Okay, you also get, I will look at my notes because there are a lot of stuff. You also get same processors, so no difference in that. Same RAM and storage configuration. OnePlus arguably gets you a better OS, ad-free OS. Xiaomi claims that the Mi 10 will not have ads, but I do not trust them anymore. I do not. Yeah. So yeah, OnePlus Oxygen OS, one of the best stock Android experience you will get. So arguably a better OS. And OnePlus 8 Pro is IP68 water and dust resistant, certified. It is not daily resistant. It is not a thing that you will say that, yeah, we have tested it, but we did not want it to go for the rating. It's a 50,000 rupees phone. You will have to go for the rating if you want to sell a 50,000 rupees phone. So yeah, it is IP68 water and dust resistant. So the one thing that Mi 10 has over any other competitor in this segment is the 108 megapixel sensor. And I don't know why we are spending so much for a 108 megapixel sensor. I do think, yes, it's a very big sensor compared to a IMX 686 or a IMX 589. But is this much of a price difference acceptable? Because it's almost a 10,000 rupees price difference when you compare it to the K30 Pro. We are going to the K30 Pro now. So K30 Pro has an IMX686, the same sensor that was available on Poco. So the Poco has the same IMX686, but the K30 Pro has an AMOLED screen, a 60 Hz AMOLED screen, that I made a video that it was solely to protect the Mi 10, and today we have got another proof of that. So K30 Pro has an 60 Hz AMOLED screen. It has an IMX686 sensor, which is supposedly a bad sensor compared to an 108 megapixel sensor. So we'll give you that, and that is 10,000 rupees cheaper in China. That is around 3,000 yuan starting over there, which is 1,000 yuan cheaper. That is roughly 10,000 to 12,000 Indian rupees. So the IMX686 versus the Samsung ISOCELL 108 megapixel and that 60 Hz and 90 Hz. All the other screen specs are pretty much same. So it's 60 Hz, 90 Hz and IMX and Samsung, and that's a 10,000 rupees difference. So we are sort of paying 10,000 rupees extra for the luxury of 108 megapixel sensor. That 108 megapixel sensor hasn't proved itself because it was on the Samsung S20 Ultra and it was not praised because of the price point, I think so. Because in this price point it might be a big thing, but for that you are leaving out a lot of things. And as per the US media reviews, the IMX689, the IMX689 48 megapixel sensor that the OnePlus has used in their OnePlus 8 Pro, it's not very good, but it's good. So you're missing out on a little bit of camera performance as per my calculation, as per my initial impression after the specs. A lot of it depends on the post processing. Xiaomi is good with post processing and a lot of other stuff. So yeah, I do expect a little bit good performance on the camera, but on the other things, I do think that OnePlus 8 Pro is better. The other thing is that ultra wide angle lens on the OnePlus 8 Pro is amazing. It's a 48 megapixel sensor. The primary sensor might most probably will go to Mi 10. Except for that, everything else is going to OnePlus. The batteries are pretty much similar, so 200 mAh difference, 4500 mAh and 47 something mAh. So pretty much same. 30 watts wireless charging, 30 watts wireless charging on both, 30 watts fast wired charging on both, and that 5,000 rupees extra is justified with the screen, IP68 water and dust resistant. These two things will is justified for 5,000 rupees extra. By the way, there is also Realme X50 Pro, which is 40,000 rupees starting and 42,000 for similar specs. And yes, the camera is average. I will say it average. It's not great. It's an average camera, but the specs are same. The UI is good. The performance is good. The overall day-to-day usage is amazing. I've been using this for a while and it's good. So yeah, if you want raw performance, if you want raw specs, this is also good, and this is around 10,000 rupees cheaper. So this is also an option no one is talking about. And yeah, I do really like what Mi 10's 108 megapixel sensor brings, but I am not ready to pay 10,000 rupees extra for the 108 megapixel sensor compared to any other phone. So yeah guys, this was your sort of sum up of your Mi 10 versus the OnePlus 8 Pro specs and initial impressions. I do think OnePlus 8 Pro is a better choice here. If you have 50,000 rupees to spend, you can go for the 55,000 rupees one and get a lot better phone, a lot better. And thank you for watching, and please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment your opinion and we will talk about that, and I will see you in my next one. Till then, see ya. Thank you guys.